Okay, so rule that is accepted without proof. So postulate number 5 says through any 2 points. So in that drawing box, make 2 points. Let's call that point A, call that point B. Through any 2 points, there exist exactly, oops, I wasn't even close to going through my 2 points. I can do better. There exists exactly one line. Let's name it line M. Is there any way to connect those 2 points using a different line? Yes? No? Can I connect those 2 points using any other different line? No, because I would just keep retracing the same line, right? So, through any 2 points exists exactly one line. Postulate number 5. Postulate number 6 is kind of the current converse of that. So a line, well, there's my line. Let's call it line N. So a line contains at least 2 points. So put 2 points on the line. Because it says the word at least, could I have a 3rd point on the line? Sure, I could put point C on there. Could I have a 4th point on the line? Sure. Could I have a 5th point? Sure. 6, so forth. Infinite number of points fall on the line. But a line needs to contain at least 2 points. Alright, so that one's not too crazy. Number 7, if 2 lines intersect. So let's make 2 lines intersect. Let's have line J and line K intersecting. So if 2 lines intersect, then their intersection is 1 point. Let's put point A at the point of intersection. Is there any way to put 2 points of intersection with 2 lines intersecting? No, because I would then have to curve the line, right? And then that no longer would be a line. That would be a curve. Alright, so 2 lines intersect at 1 point. Probably already knew that, but now it's written in stone so we can use it. Number 8, through any 3 non-collinear points. So non-collinear points. Point A, point B, and just make sure point C is not in line with A and B, so make sure they're non-collinear. So through any 3 non-collinear points, there exists exactly one plane. Let's call it plane P. Okay, so if you remember on your test, there was that tripod question. Are the 3 legs coplanar? You should have said yes. Any 3 points are coplanar, or any 3 points can make up a plane. So you need 3 points to make a plane. Number 9 is the converse of that. So a plane, so let's make a plane. There's plane P. A plane contains at least 3 non-collinear points. So our diagram is going to end up looking just the same, just reverse order of how it was created. Okay, could we have 4 points? Sure. Could we have 5 points? Sure. Could we have 6? Sure. All right, number 10. If 2 points lie in a plane. Okay, so what does that look like? So we got a plane, plane P, 2 points lying in the plane. So there's points A and B in my plane. Then the line containing them lies also in the plane. So put a line through that. Let's call it line M. So if the 2 points are on the plane, then it's true that the line containing them will also be on the plane. Okay? So plane M is on plane P. And the last one's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's see how your art abilities are. I won't judge you on it. We have to make 2 planes intersecting. So, there we go. We're going to do the top half of my plane. Walk you through step by step. Then you're going to do this side of that plane. And I'm going to connect it up to that corner. And I'm going to dot over and then finish up the rest of that plane. That didn't end up very good. There we go. It's a little bit better. Now I got to finish the bottom half. So now I'm going to continue this line all the way down to this intersection. Okay, see what's happening here? I'm going to dot this line down to that bottom. It's kind of hard to make dot lines here. And then make the rest of this all solid. Do you have two planes intersecting? Maybe? So, if two planes intersect, then the intersection of them is a line. So where is our line? There's our line. So our intersection of the two is the line. Call it line M. Okay. Alright, so after you have that, we're going to flip on to the back. And we're going to write yes or no to questions that we can assume. Okay. So question number 1 says, can we assume that points A, alright, well where's point A? Point A is here. Point H, well point H would be the intersection right here, even though there's not a dot there. Point J is the intersection here, and D, are those 4 points collinear? Yes, they're all on the same line, so we're going to say yes. It's okay to assume that. Second one, points F. Alright, so where's F? Here's F. Point H, right here, and point B, are those collinear? Yes, they're all on the same line. Points E, J, and C, are those collinear? Yes, good. Points G, F, H, are they collinear? No, they're not on the line. Are points A, B, C, and D, and F coplanar? Yes, they all fall on that plane. The intersection of line FB. All right, let's quickly find line FB. Line FB is here, highlighted in orange. And line AD. Is there intersection at point H? Yes. Good. The intersection of EC and AD, are they at J? Yes. Okay. Next one. Ooh, what does this symbol in between those two angles mean?
Approximately.
Not approximately. What does that mean? Congruent. Remember, that's our congruent symbol. And congruent means the same measure. So angle AHB is this angle right here. Is that congruent to angle HJC, which is this angle here? Can we assume that? No. What would need to be there to be able to assume it? What symbol shows congruency? Austin? Not the, well, for line segments, but for angles, what is it? The little arcs in the angles, right? If the arcs were there, then yes, we could assume it, but they're not there. So no, we cannot assume that they are congruent. Even though they might look it, we can't assume it. Can we assume that line FB and line EC will never intersect? They don't intersect right now, but what if they kept going on and on and on forever? Could they possibly intersect?
No,
Why not?
because they're only going like that, going straight up, and they can't cross anything.
Well, we don't, so I'm glad you're saying this. What type of lines never intersect? What do we call those? Starts with a P, ends with an L. parallel lines never intersect. Do I know for sure that they're parallel lines? They may look parallel, but we don't know for sure. So no, we don't know for sure if they will ever intersect or never intersect. Okay? So we can't assume that they won't ever intersect. Now, really quickly, I know this is not on your paper, just on the bottom where you have space. You're going to be introduced to a new symbol in this section, which is an upside down T. So just put an upside down T on the bottom. If you see that upside down T, that means the word perpendicular. Oh, running out of space. Okay, so if you ever see an upside down T, that means perpendicular. What does perpendicular lines mean? Lines intersect at a 90-degree angle, right? So you're perpendicular. Okay, and the only way we can ever assume a 90-degree angle, what needs to be in the angle? The little square. So the only way we can assume that I have a 90-degree angle is that little square. So that square needs to be there to assume a right angle. Oh, right on top of myself. If it's not there, then we cannot assume that I have a 90-degree angle. If it's not there, then I can't assume that I have perpendicular lines either. Okay? All right, so here is your classwork assignment.